Daimler Company Limited v Continental Tyre and Rubber Company, GB, Limited. Case summary. During World War I, a crucial legal case arose that questioned whether a company controlled by enemy nationals could be considered an enemy entity. This was the case of Daimler Company Limited v Continental Tyre and Rubber Company, GB, Limited. Continental Tyre and Rubber Co., GB, Limited was a British incorporated company that manufactured and sold tyres. However, its parent company was in Germany, and its directors and shareholders were German nationals. Daimler Company, Limited, another British company, had purchased tyres from Continental Tyre but refused to pay an outstanding debt, citing the war. In August 1914, Britain declared war on Germany. This changed how businesses could operate, especially regarding trade with enemy nations. Continental Tyre and Rubber Company sued Daimler Company Limited in British courts, demanding payment for the goods supplied before the war. Daimler Company Limited argued that since Continental Tyre was controlled by German nationals, paying them would be equivalent to trading with the enemy, which was illegal under the Trading with the Enemy Act 1914. The High Court ruled in favor of Continental Tyre, stating that since it was a British incorporated company, it was legally British and entitled to receive payments. Daimler Company Limited appealed to the Court of Appeal, but the decision was upheld. Continental Tyre remained a British company, despite its German ownership. Determined to challenge the decision, Daimler Company Limited took the case to the House of Lords, the highest court in Britain at the time. The main question before the Lords was whether a company should be treated as an enemy entity based on its control rather than its place of incorporation. The Lords examined who controlled Continental Tyre. Since its shareholders and directors were German, they concluded the company was effectively under enemy control. In times of war, national security and public policy take precedence over technicalities like corporate incorporation. The House of Lords ruled in favor of Daimler Company Limited, stating that Continental Tyre and Rubber Co., GB, Limited was an enemy company and that trading with it was illegal. This case set a precedent in corporate law. It established that a company's nationality is determined by its controlling minds rather than just its incorporation. This case also reinforced the principle that courts could lift the corporate veil to see who truly controls a company, particularly in wartime situations. Businesses now had to be more cautious about ownership and control, especially during conflicts, to avoid legal complications. The ruling reinforced the Trading with the Enemy Act, ensuring that economic resources did not indirectly aid the war efforts of hostile nations. The decision in Daimler Company Limited v Continental Tyre remains a landmark in the study of corporate law and wartime commerce regulations. After the war ended in 1918, international business resumed, but legal principles from this case remained in effect. This case shaped corporate and international trade laws, reinforcing that law must adapt to national security needs. This case reminds us that business and law are deeply intertwined, and sometimes, legal decisions go beyond commerce to shape history itself.